Well, hello my fellow friends, Zabak here, and welcome to another video of RuneScape 3 Skill Guides. For today's skill guide, we're going to talk about smithing actually. How to get that skill to level 99 as fast as you can. Yeah. So as you know, last time we did mining for that skill guide. Yeah. And we're going to do smithing and for the sun. So once you collect your ores and that sort of thing, you can move on to smithing indeed. So, but before we move on to it, I'm going to pause the video and you can check out my skills for 5 seconds. Alright, with that, let's move on to the guide now. So smithing is like mining some ores, and then take those ores into a furnace, and then they turn into bars. Then take those bars into the anvil and making weapons or armor. Sort of thing. The whole guide is gonna be in one place, which is the Mithirl Smithing Guild. Yeah, actually, and yeah, so we're gonna start from low 1 all the way to lower 99. Yeah, that's something. So yeah, let's start with the outfit I'm wearing. Actually, it is called the blacksmith outfit. For 5% of spending XP, and then if you get the bonus headgear, yeah, it goes up to 6% of smithing XP. So it's like bonus XP for smithing actually. Hey, and then another tip is this hammer. The crystal hammer allows you to use a way to make weapons or armor a little more faster. And so then if you augment it actually, then you have ability to add perks to it. I'm not sure what a good perk would be, where should you use it as a mental good perk for it, but I believe if you go here, they kind of tell you what you need, what is good for and that sort of thing. But I would say maybe one of these perks might work out for you. I'm not sure how strong would it be good for, but you know what I mean, okay? So yeah, once you got your crystal hammer, and then your blacksmith armor or something, so yeah, you can get blacksmith armor from either way. Crystal hammer is actually a little harder because you need a level 70 smithing or the crafting, one of two, and that's it. But this one is actually a little more easy to get because you can go to Incan and the Mithirl Smithing Guild, and then one tab says that you own that piece of Smithing Guild right here, which is 50% of appreciation, and that is like 10,000 XP from smithing from this area. But it doesn't matter what you want to do. You could do the anvil or the Mithirl anvil, which actually is allowed to give you a lot of XP. So then I think if you stay here a little longer, he'll give you a sword task to do, and if you actually complete it perfectly, you get a pretty good amount of smithing XP, which will bump up your current reputation up a little higher. So yeah, so that's how it works from making smithing thing from these good outfits and items that you probably need to get to level 9 fast as you can. No. Alright, let's move on to the guide now. The first method now, indeed so, and that will be bronze. So I say, alright, so the first method I think you want to start is with bronze. And let's say like level 1 through 10 with bronze bars, and just keep making bronze plate bodies. Now you want to keep up the heat of the forge, and then work on the anvil here. Keep up the heat gauge over here, and then your progress bar over here. If you're close to down here, use the forge to heat up the bar. But as long as you keep it up, you might be good. In the meantime. As a matter of fact, I think you need to wear your crystal hammer, Ashley. So there you go. Once you get to level 10, then you move on to the next bar. But let's say you need like a couple of these bronze plate bodies. That sort of thing. So let's say like you need like 5 of these and that sort of thing. But they can only go up the base. Alright. So 5 of these will make you to level 10. Yeah. And that will cost like maybe like a K of GP. Yeah, 1K. Alright, so now 10 through 20 is iron. Alright, the same thing. Plate body. And you just want to just keep up the heat. Make sure your progress bar is going up, and for the best, it works. Yeah. Now I'll say you mainly like probably like 15 or 20 based on what you want to work on. Yeah, because you can actually make these iron plate bodies to +1 instead of just the base for bronze. So I say like maybe 13 iron plates bodies, and I get you to level 15, and then if you do the +1 of them, then that means you have the chance to get to level 20 actually. So yeah, let's do that, and I hope the best you get to level 20. Okay, I say probably like maybe 8K, 5K, change how many you gotta make for iron bars. Yeah. Alright. 20 through 30 is steel. And I would say keep up with the with the same thing for plate bodies, but let's say like 20 or 15 based on what you want to do, because you can still use +1 for steel. So yeah. So yeah. Now each one is actually a little different, I gotta say, but yeah. It's when you guys actually read the notes that I give you from each clip of the video, so this way I don't have to go deep intel with it in detail. But once you have, say, like 15 of steel plate bodies, and then upgrade them into +1, that would make you to level 30 in the meantime. And they're probably like maybe like 10K or 15K to how much you got to buy from steel bars. Yeah. Alright. Now 30 through 40, you want to do Mithirl actually. And it's the same thing too, but but now it's a little harder there instead of just easy. See, so this one requires 2,000 and something. And so that's why you want to have your heat gauge a little higher than before, because the lower your heat gauge is, the slower it gets to actually make the armor. Something like you can actually solve with a plate body, but if you want to solve with something small, you can actually make a weapon and do so. And then once you get like a high level, well, you can work on the armor set of Mithirl. Oh, just because you actually using more heat, and then also the hammer too. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah. Now once you hit the level 40, you can move on to Adamant. And that is up to level 50. So 40 through 50, you want to use Adamant. And like I said before, you can actually soften weapons and then move on to the armor. But because it's actually the same thing as a Mithirl, it's gonna be a little more harder to forge your item. Actually, so you actually gotta cool down. You gotta burn a lot of heat, and you need to add that to the bar in the main way. So yeah. So yeah, 40 to 50. Do some mine some Adamant plate bodies. These I'll say maybe 30. But you can actually upgrade it to it too. I think it's like a +2. So yeah. But just keep it up with that, and then hold the best to make it to level 50, which is pretty good armor set for melee and Ice Rune. Yeah. So yeah. But and it also keep up your heat. Make sure it doesn't go down a lot. Okay, so now that you reached level 50, you want to start with actually now Rune. So level 50 through 60, you want to hit the Rune plate bodies. But since now they're way much harder at least, so you may want to just focus on weapons too, or something. But yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do weapon 2. Because it takes a while to do this indeed. So let's move on. Let's do a warhammer. I want to do something that actually use 3. I think is it a 2-handed? 2-handed is 4. Okay. I can do 4. I think the battle axe might be better. Okay, let's do the battle axe. So yeah, battle axe, Rune bags. Start with that one. But you better start with the plate body if you want to get some good XP. So yeah. So 50 to 60, make some Rune bars. You can start with weapons and then move on to the armor. Because also the heat gauge will actually go down by a lot. Just because it's actually a higher tier level of bars. So yeah. Once you get level 60, you can move on. Yeah. To Oaken. And now actually let's talk about these new bars. Oaken, Nukem, Bane, and Elder Rune. I'm gonna actually put it in the way how you actually use them in a good way, not a bad way. Right. So Oaken, Nukem, Bane, and Adamant are the four new bars you can actually smith to get to level 99. Actually, you want to start with Oaken at level 60. And I believe you just want to start with the armor set actually in these. So because there's only one weapon set for these four actually. The other one is actually offhanded. Yeah. So yeah, this hold it back. No, actually, yeah, the other side is actually two-handed mistake, not offhanded, two-handed. Okay. So just focus on the armor set, not on the weapons. So 60 through 70 do Oaken, 70 through 80 do Nukem, 80 through 90 do Bane, and 90 through 99 do Adamant. Yeah, all of them focus on the armor set. Don't worry about the weapon, but and then also you can actually upgrade these 4 new armor sets to level 3 for Oaken, level 4 for Nukem, and 4 for Bane, and then 5 is actually the other rune. That's something. Hey, now you can actually focus on other things too, which is actually the Mithirl Smithing. And if you have a full set of armor piece to +5 or high or lower, you can go to this area, and then something. So it will actually tell you what you need to do the brilliant smithing thing. Yeah, so it only goes up to adamant. So say you want to hit level 99, want to make it to level 99, you can start from Birthmint with a adamant 4 plate +1. Adamant plate body +1, and then I say adamant plate body +1 for the root, for this rune one, right? Or was it no 3 +3 +2 +3 for Oaken, 4 for Nukem, Bane is 4, and then Adamant is actually 5. Yeah, that's the way how with Mithirl, like making these ways, you do actually get rid of your armor piece, but you get a lot of XP, like bonus XP, things like ×4 or 2. It depends what you're using for these kind of bars. So yeah, and then finally, once you hit level 99, this is actually the hard part of all, and that is the Masterwork armor set. Masterwork is actually actually a very long process to go through. Like first of all, you have to. I'll show you from the front first. If you want to get a Masterwork saw on, you have to. First of all, you must have all the ores in the inventory. Okay, all of them. Yeah. So you want to go to concentration ore, ore, and it's telling you to use all of them. Then you need 5 of these to use an enrich ore, and then you need 10 of these to make an imperial ore, and then you want to use the anvil to make an imperial, to turn it, to turn the imperial ore into a glorious bar. And a glorious bar is like hitting that bar 1,000 times. And It's a very long process actually, because you only allowed to hit it 60 times per clock minute. Like there's a percentage saying you only can do it 60 times. You can't do the full 1,000. So that's actually a pain. But once you actually get the partial folded out level, you can actually turn it into a Masterwork plate, curve, and then into these all the way to a liner Masterwork piece, armor piece, and then once you have that piece, you can turn it into the unfinished Masterwork helmet, and so on both. It's only go up to armor set. I don't think anywhere about the Spirit of Doom room that much. So yeah, let's focus on armor set. Armor set, and then once you have all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of unfinished, you can actually just finish them up with the Masterwork armor set. And then that's actually pretty much it. This is actually the next tier level of max armor, which is trim and detail, and each one requires like a Masterwork trim set, I think, which is actually these things, 2 essence, since one of the Forge Master's role, which tells you about it. That tells you about it, how to get that massive armor to trim armor, and how it works in a way. So yeah, so that how you get to level 99 in this actually one area, the Mithirl Smithing Guild. With that, let's move on to the awards that you can achieve. So when you reach level 99 smithing, you unlock this skill cape, the smithing skill cape, and so to get this skill cape, you need to go to a drove in where is it? Postal Rim, and there's a cave south of Postal Rim, and then you just talk to him. You bring him 99k. He gives you a smithing skill cape, and you got your smithing skill cape indeed. So what the skill cape does actually is pretty interesting indeed. So when you're going into the way of smithing in the smithing guild in Mithirl, so however you can reheat your unfinished smithing item, your next strike currently 5%, 5 addition per section. This works with the auto heat and superheat item spell. So it actually is a pretty good skill cape to work on to eliminate your smithing skill. Here is the emote for it. You're just smithing a bar into different kind of tools and weapons. I don't think you do almost set at all. And then you do have a skill pet to it, and that is Smithy. I'll show you it. I do have actually my own smithing skill pet. There you go. And then finally, as you know, smithing is actually autonomous skill. It's actually a autonomous skill, which means you can actually get a autonomous shard from this area of it, like for like unlocking the expert skill case and starting. And I think you have to go through Anvil, so it's the same thing as usual, or just go do the same thing method. If it's level 99, nothing too easy or hard, I would say, because once you get that shard, you're actually done, and you can move on to the next skill for Artemis. Yeah, and with that, I would say that's actually pretty much it. So I'm going to leave the video here. Thank you so much for watching. And so don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Join T Raven. Do follow me on all of my social media accounts. And I'll see you next time for Crafting Skill Guide. Bye.